Alright, welcome guys to another INDAMIX with DJ Marx. I'm here today with another special guest. As you can see, love doing these interviews. And today I've got the award-winning reggae artist, Chris Da Ambassada. Looking forward to this interview, man. Really looking forward to catching up with him. So Chris, how are you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm doing well, man. Changes to the world. You know, it's a work Chris Da Ambassada representing as usual. I'm doing well, man. I was so excited to be on this interview with you, bro. We haven't catch up for a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute, bro.
You know me, man. I'm just excited.
Bro, it's been a minute, man. I'm glad we could get you in here today, man. Because I feel like I see the new music coming out. I thought, you know what, we need to get this guy in, have a proper catch up, see what's going on. Because whenever Chris Ambassador is on the scene, you know there's big things going on, man. So, like I said, it's been a while. But in terms of, you know, Chris Da Ambassada, the artist, how long have you been doing this thing on the set for?
Bro, you know what? I've been doing it for a minute, you know, bro. I've been from in the secular world, as my brother-in-law would say. He first saw me was singing when I was like 4 years old, and you know, because I grew up around
young, Bob.
Very young, man. Music is all. At one point, the only hope I had was music. And when you know, like when you see some of your friends, some of them is a thief, some of them is a gunman, some of them is a murderer, some of them is all sorts, some of them is, you know, mixing all sorts of different things. Yeah. And for me, at that time, the only hope I think I had was music and the way to express myself in the secular world, you know. And I've grown up around it, and I've seen my cousins, my brother, and you know, everyone doing music around me. So music was instilling me from a young age. And but fast forward to the gospel scene, I first entered the church in 2005. But at the time when I started church, I didn't really think that I would be venturing in music. Yeah. So I kind of put the music on the back burner, because you know, it wasn't like I just want to go to the church because I want to do music. No, I said I want to know the word. When I'm speaking, I want to know the word. I want to go out there and do it, because, you know, it doesn't make sense. I go out there just for the sake of, with some hidden agendas, you know? Yeah. So and then I launched Chris Da Ambassada in 2012, and bro, to this day, man, I'm still representing. Okay,
cool. I mean, luckily, even though you launched Chris Da Ambassada 2012, you've been in the kingdom from 2005. Were you writing between that 2005, 2012 still, or did it kind of really jump back into the music in the 2012?
Yeah, you know what? Because for me, right, as my kids will tell you, my wife will tell you as well, I have to sing every single day. Every day I have to sing. So from the day I know myself, I've been singing every single day. Yeah. So you know, maybe I wasn't really recording anything and stuff like that at the time. I think I did a few things. You know what I mean? You might go to the secular studio and guys will be recording on that record, because I first recorded Chris Da Ambassada. No, I didn't plan to be. I didn't know for me daddy have a plan for me.
That one is a tune,
so
man.
That song there, I recorded that song from, oh God, I think I recorded that song many years, like
before, like you started in 2012.
Yeah, that was like maybe a good 2 years, 3 years, 4 years before then, you know. And then man, and then I just dive into it. 2012 took me no time to get the first EP out, and the rest is history, man.
So in line with that, then again, being that you've been on the scene for around about 17 years, roughly, I think it works out then. What is your favorite song that you've written in all that time?
Well, this is gonna shock everyone, really. My favorite song, I remember once, right? I was at a very low point in my life where I feel like I just want to go back to Jamaica. I feel like I want to go back. You know, you're homesick. I just want to go back to Jamaica. I feel like, you know what am I doing here? I was like, you know what? Nah, I need to go home. And I find myself singing this song. And it's a song called Not It Tough, but me still hold me head up. Sometimes the system of this world make me fed up. Enough time I feel like me won't give up. Trust in God and live up the way me say. Not it tough from people that suffer. Father, take me from out of the gutter. Give me bread not to mention the butter. Father, take me from out of the ghetto. Out of the ghetto. Not it tough, but me still hold me head up. Sometimes the system of this world make me fed up. Enough time I feel like me won't give up. Trust in God and live up the way me say. Not it tough from people that suffer. Father, take me from out of the gutter. Give me bread not to mention the butter. Father, take me from out of the ghetto. Out of the ghetto.
You see, the exclusives only on INDAMIX. You get that Chris Da Ambassada performing live for you straight. So like,
that was a favorite one, you know.
I mean, when I first heard one of your tracks, I think your first track I heard literally was Conqueror, and it was during that period where I was kind of like, I'd been listening previously to all your, you know, your Red Vet, your Beanie Man, and your Sean Paul, and all them man there. So, from someone that loves that music, and you come into the gospel scene, you're looking for something where you can still get that kind of vibe. And it was that More Than a Conqueror one that gave me that vibe for the first time here, and that's what set me crazy. I thought, Chris Da Ambassada, yes, I'm gonna have some of that. But that tune that you were just doing there, that, like I said, if you look on your new chapter, your Changes album is a very different vibe from that one. That one for me sounds more like it sounds like more one of them tune that you have for them man them in back home. You know what I'm saying? It's proper like old 100%. School vibe, and I was like, yeah, that's the ones I like, man. That's the ones I like. So like, go on.
Definitely.
Go on. What are you saying? What are you saying, man?
But you see, I was gonna say, right? So that song, there's a lot of hidden messages in that song. So I'm singing about myself, but what I've done, I turn it in a way where no one know that I'm singing about myself.
Okay.
So I was talking about the way I feel. Yeah. You know, I was talking about the way I feel, and so even the name I use in there, which I can tell everyone now. So there's one part where I'm using a name in the song, and I was talking about the person. I use my middle name, which no one know my middle name.
Yeah.
So I use my middle name, and
I'm gonna go back and listen to that track now, man.
So I want to re-record that track. It should be on my next project. I'm re-recording it, and I should be performing that song live. After the obviously, you know what I mean, everything done, but I'm gonna restructure that song, not even structure, but just re-record it. I want to you know, get this song out there, because I believe to this day that's one of my songs that really touched me. So I'm thinking, I've been recording for people, like, you know, blessing people with different songs, but I believe this one is mine. So I want to be selfish, you know, I want to do this one for me. And hopefully the world will, you know, can, you know, relate to it, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm definitely looking forward to that one, man. Because like I said, every time Chris Da Ambassada release something, I know it's always a vibe still. And even talking about the vibes, like one thing that you're very well known for is the amount of energy that you bring to the stage. So my question, I suppose, comes in two parts. How important is it for you to bring all this energy into, like, every time you hit the stage? And secondly, how on earth do you keep so fit to keep up that energy?
Bro, you know, you see this, Marcus, the thing is with you, right? You know the good thing of doing an interview with you, before I even go into that, the answer. The thing is with you, because with you, you know what I mean? You know, because of the chemistry we have, you pull some things out of me. I'm gonna say this on your interview for the first time, right? So yeah, well, before I get to that, the energy is very important for me to give the energy. And, you know, you can ask my kids, you can ask my wife. Sometimes, you know, on stage, I would say, if the ambulance have to come and get me off stage when I finish, at least I know I die giving everything. So because I fully commit to what I do, I don't take it for joke. I don't when it comes to my, you know, stagecraft, when it comes to the music and delivering, I take it personal. I take it so serious. I don't mess about. I see it as I don't see it as a chore. I see it as my job. I see it as something that needs to be done, you know? So it's very important. So, you know, when I first came on the scene, you know, and this is not, you know, being ungrateful, disrespectful or anything to no one. But when I first came on the scene, you know, I saw the guys before me, and all these guys before me, I've been watching them and I'm thinking, right, I do appreciate everything that they are doing and I respect every single one of them. So I look back to myself and say, okay, Chris, now you coming on this scene now. You're not coming here to take over, because I don't believe in that. I'm not coming here to take over. I'm coming here to add something to what these guys been doing for years. So because I don't believe in, yo, I come to run this, I come to take over this, I come to this. No. Because if it wasn't for those guys, maybe I wouldn't be doing it here now. Do you understand? So I said, what can I add to it? So I took the energy from wearing the secular, what I used to have, and I tailored it and says, right, I'm going to push this energy here. And when I first came, I saw, as I said, you know, most artists would just stand one place. And they would do their thing and the crowd would go and they do their thing. But when I came, I'm thinking, but they give you a stage. And the stage, what I learned from young is that in the secular, I use the stage. So now in the gospel kingdom, in the kingdom, I want to use the stage just the same, because I believe the energy, you should finish a show on people, you know, people should not just to dance and sing along, but they need to feel that, look, this guy give his heart to me. And
I
it's
can
genuine.
testify to that, man, because I know you give 100%. Because like I said, I've seen that energy. I know for a fact, and it doesn't matter what size the stage is, there's not an inch that Chris Da Ambassada is not going to hit at some point. I've seen you jump off the stage into crowd, you know, foot on speaker, the whole lot. So I know for a fact that Chris Da Ambassada on the stage here, man, it's a different vibe.
Honestly, you know, it's a blessing. You know what I do. So as I said before, I'm gonna say something that I never said before. So I got this show once in London before, and I remember I looked and the promoter said to me, man, listen, I want you to just go out there and just lively up the place for me. And so I was backstage, just, you know, and the other artist was working and stuff like that, and we got, you know, international artists as well. And the promoter said to me, listen, man, I just want you to go out there and just lively up. And I was thinking, but the artists, they are doing well. The artists, they do what they do best. But for some reason, he want me to work some miracles. So I was thinking to myself, well, I'm not really listening to him. In my heart, I'm saying, I'm not really listening to him. I already got my stage, my plan in my head. So I went out and I do my thing. I jump off the stage again, but I didn't realize the stage was that high. So I feel like I was flying for a minute.
Wow.
I literally, when I land, right, I just start singing like it's a part of the show. And the crowd, the people was just singing back the song line for line, and I was like, what? So I just run in the crowd and they keep singing. But while I was going, I was thinking, how am I gonna get back up? So in my head, I'm trying. So the people singing, and I'm thinking, how am I gonna get back up? And I remember that day, I jumped and lied down on my stomach and rolled back on the stage. And that taught me something. That taught me something. If I want to continue with this energy, I got to be more prepared. So from that day, I just be commit to perform the show in my head before I enter a stage.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I do. So every show I do, I performed it in my head. I literally perform it. So for me, it's easy. So I go on stage, it's like I'm doing the same show again. But to the people, it's the first time, but to me, it's not the first time. So that's one of the part of the secret, you know.
No, that's big, man. I've never heard anyone pull it that way before. So that's quite interesting. Little tip secrets that you guys are getting here today. So Chris, I know you just recently released one of your latest singles called Outside. Tell us a bit about that track there, you know, the vision behind it. What message are you trying to bring?
Well, you know what, Outside, you know, honestly, that song, I record that song in the heights of the pandemic. During the pandemic, I've been recording some songs I've been doing because I did have a home studio at the time. I haven't got one at the moment, but it's coming. Praise God. But yeah, you know, in the midst of pandemic, I record few songs. Some of them I release or will be on my project, but some of them won't.
Okay.
But I did plan out the whole thing. Like, right, so after people can travel again and go and see their loved ones, I want to release this one. Right, so everyone outside again, so we can release outside. I've got another one called Selfish World. You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, talking about the current climate and stuff like that. Because I kind of want to do music with meaning. I don't want to do a song because I can make noise with my mouth. I want to do a song that means something, whether you like it or not. I want to do something. So anyway, I planned that song and I planned out everything and I've got everything planned out. Then this was meant to be released earlier in the summer.
Okay. But
due to, you know, few issues, you know, totally out of our hands, both me and the producer, the journey, it came a bit late. But late, you'd rather to be late than never, you know? And so that song Outside, you know, is just a part of a greater project that's coming. And that song is just, if you listen to the words of it, it's just telling you, you know, like, you know, during the pandemic, what happened, no, we're outside. Basically, we're outside. This is what we're doing. Line for line, it tell you exactly what's going on outside. So right now, you know, it may be colder in England, but in America, they still got sunshine. They got sunshine in Jamaica. They got sunshine in Africa. So right now, you know what I mean? We just, you know, we're just pushing that song and we will be pushing that song until further notice for another one or something, you know?
And there's a music video for that one as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So you guys have to go and check out that music video, definitely. I might even include that part of that music video in the intro or the outro of the show, to tell the truth. But definitely head to YouTube and see the full Outside music video, guys. Trust me, it's worth the watch and definitely worth a listen to that track. So just to quickly touch on, you said that the Outside is part of a project coming up. So should we be expecting like an EP or an album coming soon?
Well, to be honest, I don't want to label it an EP or an album, but I know definitely it's a body of work. I've been working on, but as I said, you know, I feel like I passed the stage now of just singing songs, just for the sake of, you know, someone gave me a beat and I just sing on it, I just have a beat and I feel like I just want to flood the place with music and stuff like that. I feel, I don't know, but I feel deeply in my spirit that I'm at a stage now where I want to sing some songs with meaning. I want to sing songs with meaning that's in the next 10, 15 years, you know what I mean? You know, the people can listen to it and say, you know what, I can relate to this, you know? So I want to go some timeless music. I want to start, basically, I'm going down that road at the moment, some timeless music. So as you know, I don't just release songs, you know, maybe every few months. It takes me a while to release. It's not that I can't find the song. It's not that I ain't got the song, but I like to take time and, you know, put the right recipe, the right ingredients in the whole making, right? So this project that's coming, you can expect songs talking about, you know, like songs like Daddy from your gun, oh yeah, things never be the same again, no. Daddy, are you me attack to daddy? You know what I mean? Songs with, you know what I'm saying?
Vibes,
like,
man.
Put your lighters up if you ever lose somebody. You know what I mean? Songs with substance and meaning. And I'm at that stage at the moment, and I'm thanking God that I can sit here today and publicly say that, you know, this is the direction I'm going in. It's very important to let the fans know. I wouldn't even say fans, but family, let them know exactly what I'm doing. Because a lot of people have been asking, Chris Da Ambassada, we need more of you. But, bro, here is it.
It's coming, man.
Yeah, man.
So talking about that, where can people find you online then?
Well, right now, to be fair, we social media. The website is down at the moment, but it should be up very soon. So you can find me in social media. You know, you can find me and you can find me in social media. Instagram, you can find me, Chris Da Ambassada. Facebook, Chris Da Ambassada. Twitter, you can find me, Da Ambassada. So, you know, guys, just go out there and ask Mr. Google about Chris Da Ambassada, man. I'm sure you got some information. Definitely. And I'm looking forward for what's gonna come, because I'm so excited. Marcus, honestly, I'm so excited about this project. I believe it's gonna be one of the most, how can I put it? It's gonna be one of the most heartfelt project I ever done. This project is not, if you are the religious kind of person, because you know, I know when it comes to the Bible, you know, I'm the preacher, but this is not a project that I would be preaching. This is a project where I want to be truthful about myself, about things that's happening around me, about things that's going on right now. I just want to be the voice for the voiceless in this project. You know what I mean? You know the single mom that's struggling, that's struggling. You know, daddy gets up and gone and leave single mom there. I want to talk for the single for the kids that living just with their mom and watch their dad just walked out. I want to be that voice. I want to be that voice. So I want to be that voice for them. You know what I mean? About the selfishness going on in this world today. Selfishness, even in the church, even right around us. I want to be that voice. So, you know what I mean? I want to talk about stuff on this project where I'm talking about the struggle and where my mother is coming from. You know what I mean? Struggles about how when I was growing up and I see the landlord came for his rent and, you know what I mean? And it's a deep project, bro. And honestly, I'm not rushing it, but I know this project will be one of the best ever project I ever done. This is not me reading the scripture and trying to put the scriptures together. This is me talking about real life. I'm talking about what's happening today, what's happening, where I'm coming from, what's happening in my life. Yes, so this new project is honestly, this new project is it's gonna give you more of an insight of who Chris Da Ambassada is and where I'm coming from. So the songs on this project, honestly, it's like it's my truth. So if you are, as I said before, if you are that person who, you know, who's super religious, you ain't gonna like this project. But if you're someone who embraces the truth, and the Bible says that the truth that you know will set you free. And sometimes what we tend to do, we use scriptures. And I've done it before. You use scriptures, and then what you do with the scripture, you use it in a such way where you've been scripturalized yourself in a way, and the truth about you is hidden underneath that scripture. So who really are you? Where are you coming from? So, you know, like I once said to one guy I said to the guy, I said, look, he was having a go at this young man, and I said to him, I said, hold on, I said, I'm sure you once was young before. I'm sure you once was in that same position before you became the person who you are today. And he couldn't answer me. And because I was really, really angry, you know, about how he was treating that young man. So I came to the knowledge now where I felt that it's very important to unwrap and just kind of put, you know, because if I'm preaching to you, I'm preaching to you. I've been preaching to you since 2005. I've been preaching. From the time I got saved, my bishop, he put me out there to preach. And I've been preaching. But sometimes, I tell you the honest truth, music was, as I said, it was my lifeline. That's the only thing I feel when everything else failed me. Everything else failed. Music was the only thing I had. So I believe in the music side of stuff. I've done tell you about Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Peter. Right now, it's time to tell you about Chris Da Ambassada. I want to make my story. So in years to come, you will have Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and also you remember that guy, Chris Da Ambassada.
Yeah.
This is part of the legacy that he left behind. I'm not saying I'm gonna die young or I'm gonna die tomorrow, but I'm just saying that it is very important to document your story. And I believe this project is a project that I think highlighting a lot of, you know, things I've been through, and as I said, be the voice for the voiceless, you know, for the people. Be trying to be the voice, not the voice, have the people, but the voice for the voiceless. You know, as I said, you know, the daddy that walked out and leave their daughter and their son with their mommy struggling to even find food to give them, even to send them to school, you know, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And, you know, let's talk about different issues of life. And this is what this project is about.
No, that's big, man. That is big. I mean, we're looking forward to the project, definitely. Is there any artist that you would like to work with?
Yes. It's gonna be some surprises on this project too.
Okay. We'll wait for the surprises then. We'll wait for the surprises.
But there's an artist in the UK. Definitely. I really want to do a song. Really want to do a song with that person. It's been brewed for a long time. I got the idea, I got the vision for a very long time. So hopefully everything can materialize in time. To get that person. Because, you know, honestly, the person I'm talking about, right, without calling no names, the person energy for me, I love the energy. I don't know, it's just something about that energy, and I think that energy I will need on this project. Because that energy for me, man, is honestly, I'm a big fan. So you know the kind of, you're a fan when you go to the gym where you can put someone on and listen. You know, when you can just watch the, you know what I mean? And so there's a few surprises gonna be on there. It ain't gonna be what everyone expected. Obviously, you know, everyone always kind of predict the second album, but this one, you ain't gonna be able to predict this one.
No, we're looking forward to that one, definitely. So make sure you send it over to us. I'm sure our DJs and stuff on the Finny Extra as well would love to get their hands on that. So we're looking forward to that. And guys, as he said, you can find him on social media. Definitely check out his Instagram, his Facebook, his Twitter, etc. Literally, type in Chris Da Ambassada. You'll find him very easily. I've done it, so I can testify to that. Chris, it's been a pleasure having you in today, bro. Honestly, it's great to catch up with you, man. It's been a minute, and we've been meaning to do it.
Honestly,
it's good. It's good.
Been a while, bro. Honestly, I was superly excited about this interview, and honestly, I'm just that guy with anything to do with music. But sometimes when you have certain people who's doing the interviews, they just make the interview so much easier because we can just read and have a conversation. You know what I mean? And there's some people, they will call you for an interview, right? No, not bashing no one, but they will call you for an interview, but they're just doing the interview because it's like, let me do it. But there's certain people that you can just have a reason with, and you can just, you know what I mean, have a chat, and you know what I mean, and you are one of them, and I'm, you know, it's a great privilege for me, man, to have you in my corner, bro.
Well, don't worry about that. We're always gonna be there still, 100%. Guys, definitely, again, follow him. Check out that Outside music video as well. Make sure you're streaming, downloading, sharing that all over the place. We want that one to go big, and look out for his new project coming up. He not can tell us too much information. There's some secrets he said that's going to be on the thing, some things to look forward to. So we're definitely going to be looking out for that. But yeah, there we go. That's In The Mix with Chris Da Ambassada and DJ Marx today. Guys, see you on the next show.
Changes to the world. Turn it up.
Visit us for updates and shows at affinityextra.co.uk.